I'm on 40% though. You think I'm gonna be? So shockingly, John Vanucci, aka John Trouble, commented on my video, and he told me basically to call him, and he gave me his number. So that's what we're about to do. I don't necessarily know what to expect with this. I'm quite nervous. But I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh, fuck. I'm about to call the guy who created futv Volume 1.
Shit. Hey.
Hello, is this John? This is Kobe.
Hear me on.
Hello?
Yeah, hold on. Let me turn you up.
Oh, no, you're good, man.
I don't know. I can't hear you.
Oh, hello? I wasn't talking, my bad. Can you hear me now?
Hold on. Let me take this shit off speaker.
Hello, too. I'm just gonna talk randomly so you can see if you can hear me. Yeah, man, do whatever you need to do. Oh. He hung up. Should I just call back with my regular number?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 78787878789
I'm just gonna leave a voicemail.
is not available.
Just say if you can't.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages.
No, you're not.
I wouldn't expect actually any less. It seems very fitting. So I guess we'll just guess we'll wait here. What if he like was driving and was like doing this and he's like, "Oh shit." He was like, "I can't hear you." I was like, "Oh, I'm not talking." So yeah, I don't guess we'll just sit here and wait. At what point do I try to call him back? What if this was just a whole scheme to get my phone number?
Why would he do that?
I don't know. Like, what can he do with it? There's a crazed army guy coming to kill Kobe. Does he have a cardboard cutout of the dude from Law and Order?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Getting a phone call. Hello?
Hey, what's up? It's Kobe?
Hey, yes it is.
Hey, it's John. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
It's a little rainy.
Oh, man.
Long drive.
Yeah, if it's anything like it is here, I know it's very rainy. Are you driving from
Yeah.
Rhode Island?
Yeah, Rhode Island. I'm driving my girlfriend's dog out to Hamilton.
No, dude, I just want to say thanks a lot for being open to talking to me, and I was really worried that you guys were gonna think fucking hate me after my video. So
I mean, the thing is, like, me getting doxxed isn't a big deal because there's literally nothing I could get in trouble for in that video. Yeah, I think like Derek's a little more sensitive to it because he's a business owner and stuff like that. But this will clear up why. Like, there's really nothing in that video that I can get in trouble for. Yeah, I mean, it was 20 years ago. Maybe the worst thing I did in that video was shoot a pigeon. But, I grew up in San Francisco. They're fucking flying rats to me, right? Like, it would literally be like someone shooting a rat. It ain't like I shot a dog or something like that.
No, I mean, and especially in that time, too. No, I think the video has definitely, it sounds a lot worse than it is to anybody who hasn't seen it. And I think that I could have aided that because when all we had was the movie review, all you hear is, okay, this happens and this happens and this happens, and your mind starts to wander.
Yeah, I mean, we were very, very good at faking things, right? Like, and you suspected some of the shit in there that wasn't real. But I mean, like, some of the shit you were pretty damn convinced was real also was not real.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just go, like, I don't know, I haven't watched it in a long time, right? Like, that was the first time in maybe 10 years, like, watching your review that I had, like, even really, like, even thought about it, like, in any kind of chronological order of the scenes and shit like that.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, like if you wanted to go through like the bits in it, like I can tell you everything I know about each bit.
Yeah, no, yeah,
And
totally.
a lot of it, and a lot of it was filmed separately too, right? So I wasn't even there for like, a good third of what was filmed. But even the stuff I wasn't there. I got a pretty good idea what was real and what wasn't.
Would you say that Derek was more of like the driving force, or were you two like actually like partners making the video?
So Derek was the video editor, and he started it like maybe a year before I got into it. But as far as creatively, no. I would say that the majority of at least the good parts of it I was the driving force behind.
Oh yeah.
Like pretty much all the bits that were funny, like were me. But I didn't know how to edit video at the time, right? So he had creative control of the project.
And did you guys like set out to make like a true offensive? Not I say offensive, but like a true ruckus video, or were you guys like?
Well, no one knew. No one said ruckus video back then, or at least like I wasn't tied into that scene, right? Like, and nor did I give a shit. Like I'm not like a huge Jackass fan, right? Like, and I found bum fights fucking deplorable. There's lines I would never cross, and like that's them, right? Like, so no, I wouldn't say that. Like, I was setting out to make money. It didn't work out that way, but like this was just us trying to get rich.
The two most famous bits, obviously, are one was the McDonald's versus Taco Bell video.
Yeah, fake.
That was?
Fake. We did that in California. We knew a couple of kids that worked at McDonald's. Like, they were little brothers people went to high school with. Fake.
Man, so they knew it was coming for the most part.
Yeah, we set up the whole thing.
Man.
Yeah, that was fucking fake. Like, I would not fucking... I mean, here's the thing, and this is the way you can verify this. Like, there was never a single... And here's why we never got arrested, right? There were no complaints. Like, there were, like, literally no one ever, like, called the police about anything we did except news stations because we tricked them into calling the police. And the police were, and this is what news stations do, and you probably know this. Like, news stations are way shittier at journalism than, like, even you are with limited resources, right? Because they're lazy. And Derek was very media savvy. He actually worked for one of the news stations in Las Vegas, so he knew how to manipulate them.
Damn.
Like that 311 Boys shit, we had nothing to do with those guys, right? That story broke, and we just made a website for them that linked to our website. Then we denied any association with them to the news. It was a lot of social engineering and manipulation, right? Like, and that shit was fun, but we had nothing to do with the 311 Boys.
So do you mean you actually created, without ever talking to any of them, created a 311 Boys website?
Correct.
Wow. Yep. So there was a lot more that went into this than a lot of people realize.
So, and Derek was a video editor, but I was a web designer. Like, I did a lot of the web design. I did a lot of I did the graphics for the cover and shit like that, because that was more my wheelhouse. I was combat camera in the Marines. So, I knew how to, I had the first version of Photoshop, right? Like...
Hey, man. So, man, that's crazy just to hear that. So then I also would assume that the other most famous bit from it, the Mullet Hunter.
Fake.
So that was just a guy you guys...
Put out an ad in the paper. If you got a mullet, give us a call. If you want to make some money, whatever. Fake. So here's how I can, prove that was fake. Watch it again closely. I purposely tripped Derek, during that scene to make it funnier. Like, if you watch it again, I did, a little, I played football, right? Like, I did a leg whip on Derek, so he would fall down so the guys could, rough up.
You guys fooled me. It definitely seemed real, but then again, I always knew it was, how easy is it to pay a guy a couple of bucks?
We both played sports. We were just good at, action acting, right? I'm good at throwing my body around. If I was bigger, I probably could have been a professional wrestler. I'm glad I am not, because my body functions awesome now.
Yeah.
And a lot of those guys are beat up, but...
Yeah.
I was just good at that shit, you know what I mean? We were good at faking that kind of shit.
Man, so I guess this is an easier question. How much of the video, without getting into specifics, if you don't want to say what was real, how much of it would you say was actually a real thing that happened?
Okay, so that bar fight was real. We went to a bar near our house. That guy Carlos was being a total fucking dickhead about a pool game and wanted to fight me because he was being a dickhead. And we were like, all right, whatever, we'll be right back. We went and got cameras, and I mean, because like we knew they weren't going to win, and I don't know, it was just like, but like, I don't care if I tell you that's real. He started that fight. He hit me first, and 4 of his friends jumped me. You know what I mean? Like, they just were older, not very athletic, and we knew how the fuck it was going to go.
No, I mean, totally. I mean, especially it seemed like they were ganging up on you in that fight. So
yeah, I mean, like you can't really see all this because the footage isn't that great. Yeah, a bunch of them piled on me. I grabbed one of them in the balls, threw him against like a wall. You couldn't really see that in there. That's when I kind of got tired and shit and switched the camera with Derek. I mean, Derek's a tough dude. Like, I'm 6 feet. Derek's like 6'3", right? Like, Derek was a high school heavyweight wrestler and has one of the meanest overhand rights I've ever seen in my life. Like, I've never seen Derek lose a fight. And he's not a tough-looking guy. I mean, except that he's 6'3", and he's really good at, like, he was really good at baiting people into fights, but he wouldn't bait people into fights unless they were assholes. Like,
yeah,
literally nobody in that video was hurt that didn't in some way deserve it, right? Like,
no,
you know,
yeah,
I mean,
totally.
those guys were just being assholes, and they wanted to start a bar fight, and they ran into a buzzsaw. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, hell
I
yeah.
don't feel bad about that.
So
yeah, and he kicked me in the ribs when I was on the ground. That's when Derek got pissed off and really knocked his ass out.
So obviously, there's 2 other people that a lot of people reached out to me about. One was Bert.
Bert's like a lovely man. So Bert was when I first so I got out of the Marines, right? Like, and I moved out to Vegas, and before I bought that house on Sahara, we were roommates in a real small, shitty apartment, and Bert was our next door neighbor, and he worked at Ruth Chris, and we just used to always hang out all the time, right? And you know, like, Bert would like bring us little shit from like Ruth Chris, and like we would give him a little bit of money, and you know, Bert's a very functioning alcoholic, right? And he's the type of dude where he can drink all day and be super happy and not hurt a fly. But just to tell you, like, really in real life, the type of person Derek is, Derek's been taking care of Bert for like the last 20 years, right? In one way or another, like keeping him employed, making sure he has a place to stay. Right?
No, yeah,
like,
yeah.
he needs friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had to leave Vegas for like personal reasons. Just like the town kind of wore me out. And, you know, like, and Derek's been taking care of that dude for like 20 years. You know what I mean? In one way or another.
Yeah.
Bert's from Oakland. Like, that part's true, right? And we're all from the Bay Area, right? I grew up in San Francisco proper. Derek grew up in the East Bay. Me and Derek went to high school together. Fucking Bert got jammed up by Oakland PD, like, because they thought he was pimping because he was dressed nice and he was with a younger girl, right? And they beat the shit out of him with their guns. But
yeah,
just totally sweet guy.
Man, you know, even in the video, you could tell that Bert is he's just a sweetheart, you know, and a lot of
he is. He's a nice guy. Like, this wasn't us, like, exploiting anyone. Bert was our friend, and Bert liked the attention. He was all in on fucking around with us, and if we had made it big, we'd have taken him with us. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, totally. I mean, he was even there with you guys at the radio interview, so.
Yeah, and I think he still works for Derek. I haven't talked to Derek in a while, but, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he still actually, like, works at one of Derek's businesses doing something or other.
Yeah, as far as I know, he does. Obviously, I haven't been able to get in contact with Derek. Because it doesn't shock me. He's a little more shy to talk about it, but
yeah, I mean, he has more to lose because, like, you know, he's a businessman, right? So perception matters to him. Like, I
Absolutely.
can't get fired over perception. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't do anything wrong, really. Like, you know, that anyone could ever do anything about. You know.
The other person that I know a lot of people asked about was Trixie, aka Roxy. Was that another just friend of your guys's that was down to be it?
No, we didn't know her. We hired. She was a hooker. You know, they hired her to come over and get painted. I think it was like my birthday. It surprised me. Like, it was just a funny thing.
Oh man.
But no, I mean, look, this is like 2000s when meth really hit Vegas, right? Like, there were a lot of really, you know, just sad people out there. You know what I mean? But she was in on the whole water being off thing, right? Like, we didn't fucking trick people in that way. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because why, right? It was just easier to pay people and have them in on the joke. Listen, Trixie was a street hooker, all right? It is what it is. That is not the most unpleasant way she got paid to do something, and, you know, yeah, I mean, she was a willing participant. And that's the other thing, like, there was no unconsensual sex in that video, right? Like, and as far as I know, everyone that was taped in that video knew they were being taped. At least, like, I don't remember her last name, but, like, the girl, like, in Oceanside that I was in a car with, like, I dated her a few times. Like, we were cool. She knew she was going to be in a video, right? Like,
because obviously I had the video originally, and when I first got it, my plan was to release it, and then I watched it, and the unconsensual sex stuff was what stopped me from ever uploading it. But
yeah, no, there was no unconsensual sex. There was no, like, and I don't know. I wasn't there for, like, the Wolfie thing, but my understanding is that, like, I don't know if she knew she was being videotaped at the time, but she knew that, like, there was videotape afterwards, right? Like, because, I mean, you can get into shitload of legal trouble for doing that, right? Like, we were trying to go to jail.
Man.
We both, at the time, had too much to lose to, like, really commit felonies. You know what I mean?
Man, that's, so, I mean, that's great to hear. Big time.
Yeah, I mean, and even that bonus footage she found, right? That happy fun porn shit.
Yeah.
She knew she was being videotaped. Like, I hooked up with her at a club. Like, I had a video camera. It was in Thailand. You know what I mean? She thought it was funny. Like, the thing is, too, like, this is before, like, porn was a big thing, right? Like, so it was easier to get, like, just random girls to participate consensually in porn because, like, nobody was worried about being on Pornhub. And it's not like we uploaded any of that to Pornhub either. No, I mean, it's not like anybody in Thailand was going to, like, fucking know that she was, like, in this video in America, right? Like,
totally. Man, so do you regret maybe having, I guess not just having those scenes out there, but is there anything about FUTV that you actually regret?
I'm not going to, so I didn't have creative control over the editing, right? Like, I don't love the way some of the shit was presented after the fact because me and Derek just have different, like, senses of humor and shit like that. And, like, I didn't think everything that he did was funny. Like, but he didn't think everything I did was funny either, right? Like, so, you know, just certain things, the way they were presented, like Tiffy. Like, I didn't love the way Tiffy was presented in the video, but, like, I don't regret any of my interactions with her. Like, I didn't fucking have any problem with her being trans. I had a problem with her being racist. I mean, no, I don't regret it because, I mean, it was just like, we were young and shit. Like, if you fucking, like, took anybody's worst moments, right, like, and they happened to have made a video about it, it wouldn't age well. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's out there. Like, it is what it is. But the other thing is, how out there is it? I mean, like, I think you're pretty talented, right? But, like, you're literally making content about things that nobody gives a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah.
it's not like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but, like, your video ain't gonna blow up about a video nobody cares about, right? Like,
so I was just, you know, how far could I take it? Can I find the video? Can I find the guys who created it? Now I'm on the phone.
Yeah,
with
no,
you.
It was cool. It was funny. Like, I mean, I don't fucking care that you doxed me. Like, this shit's funny to me. Like, it was an amusing, like, an hour of my life to watch that shit. I mean, it's flattering that someone would make, like, a fucking hour documentary and spend that much time on some shit that, like, I did 20 years ago that fucking nobody cares about anymore. You know what I'm saying? It was funny.
I mean, yeah.
It was a cool trip down memory lane, right? Like,
hell yeah.
And, you know, and it's always been funny to me how people just thought some of this shit was real, right? Like, I mean, we're just good at faking shit. Even the fight with Icky, right? Most of that fight was real, right? But I had to go to the work the next day. After 2 rounds of that shit, like, I knew he was gonna win. He was bigger than me and he was a good boxer. Right? Like, I had trouble finding someone to do that because everybody just assumed that if I was willing to, like, do that, I was some fucking ridiculous badass, right? So, like, people just would say they were going to do it and then not show up and flake and shit like that. Like, Icky showed up, and when Icky showed up, I mean, I wasn't scared because, like, I just kind of talked myself into it this way. I was like, man, that dude is so big and scary looking. No one's probably ever even fucking tried it. He probably don't know how to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was wrong. He knew how to fight. You know?
Dude, hell yeah. That's good.
Yeah, like, but here's the point. Like, I faked the ending of that, right? Like, And if you show that to anyone who's like a trained fighter or whatever, it looks like wrestling, like that last punch. Because it was. I was like, dude, I'm fucking tired. I'm going to lose this fight anyway. I don't want to take any more damage. He put my tooth through my lip, right? Like, I was fucking blowing blood through my goddamn lip after 2 rounds with that fool. Like, I wasn't up for round 3. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look, man, I'm going to telegraph a really hard overhand right. Just hit me in the back of the head and finish this shit. I was fine.
You could have fooled me, especially with the rest of the fight being real. So
it was good editing. Yeah, I mean, it was good editing. Like Derek didn't show that whole, you know, I mean, like, it was real, the ending's real quick, you know, and that's why, because it's fake.
no, so you got to spend some time too with John Wayne Bobbitt.
Yeah, he's a complete piece of shit. Like, that guy is one of the dumbest and most horrible human beings I've ever met in my life. So the phone calls between Derek and his ex were real, and he would claim that, like, he was asleep and it was like sleepwalking, but like sleep fucking, and he couldn't control himself. But that guy was absolutely one of the most biggest pieces of shit I've ever met in my life, and just a stupid motherfucker. The bit we were gonna do with him was Derek was gonna wear a dress and beat his ass while wearing a dress, because John Wayne Bobbitt liked to hit on women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I got no respect for motherfuckers like that. I wish we could have done that bit, but he actually did. That part's real. He did go to jail for, like, spousal abuse. Like, after we had paid him a little bit of money to do that bit. And he was probably honest with you about not remembering it, because he's just a dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got from it, because he was basically like, you know, more or less was just told me shut up, he doesn't remember, and to leave him the fuck alone. And
oh, he's just a terrible human being. I'm surprised he didn't try and fucking get you to give him money to do the interview. No, he's fucking terrible. And it was funny because, like, we knew Derek was gonna beat the living shit out of that boy. Like, anybody who tells you that they're tough because they were in the Marines, I was in the Marines. They don't teach you how to fight in the Marines. Like, and I'm not saying I'm like the greatest fighter in the world, but I know how to fight because I grew up in San Francisco and I learned how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't learn how to fight in the Marines.
yeah. For one, can you settle once and for all? Was there an FUTV 2?
No, and there was no intention of making one. It was just, like, to make it a little more authentic. And like, all the music was fucking stolen, right? Like, our plan was just to sell a bunch of videos, make some money, and, like, either leave the country if we got sued, or, like, I don't know, like, fucking go bankrupt on that and, you know, get picked up by Comedy Central or some shit like that, right? Like, and, like, in hindsight, like, I mean, I was a pretty wild motherfucker. I'm glad in hindsight that it didn't take off, because I wouldn't have handled fame well. Like, there's a good chance that this shit had taken off. Like, I wouldn't even be alive right now, right? Like, you know, that's just on a personal note. You know, like, I would not have handled, like, fame, money, or success well, like, when I was that age, right?
Yeah. But there was also some bits promoted for FUTV 2, like Derek getting shot. Like,
that was fake. That was just fake.
Oh, so he didn't actually.
A gun. That was just like, I think the guy was pulling a cell phone or something. Okay, so even the worst scene for him, right? The scene that really, like, makes him look the worst, which is the thing where, like, there's, you know, the pregnant hooker or whatever. Like, that was just set up. Like, all that happened was exactly what we filmed, right? And then, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't, like, really having sex with that lady, like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, it was gross as shit, right? Like, but, I mean, we were going for shock value.
You needed the shot, yeah.
I don't know, we were just trying to be as outlandish as fucking possible, to be honest, because we want to make money.
But,
no, I mean, it shocked me. It was gross, you know? I was surprised he was willing to, like, even do that much. But, yeah, it's not like Derek was running around fucking gross hookers, right? Like,
yeah, no, he had the character, and he had to play up the character.
I mean, you know what's fucked up too? Like, and this is the other reason why I said I wouldn't have handled fame well, right? Like, we did get, like, a little bit Las Vegas famous. You know, like, people would, like, come over. Like, I remember some people came over to, like, do my heater, and they're like, wow, are you good at FGT, you guys? To be honest, it annoyed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wasn't built for it. And then the other thing is, like, if people recognize me at a bar and shit, they'd, like, want me to act all crazy, and it's like, nah, man, I only do that for money and shit. Like, I'm not gonna fucking be a clown for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not SIBO. You can't just give me cocaine and wind me up and watch me do stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you and Derek actually, like, still interact, or?
like we're still friends, but like it's like a lot of people. Like I talk to him like once every few years. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not super close because we don't live in the same city anymore, and we're just doing different things, right? Like he owns some businesses. He's doing a bar. Like I work for the government. And I make videos, man. Like so. No, I mean we're not super tight anymore.
Now,
no, I haven't talked to him in a few years.
So would you personally think it would be a bad idea for me to go back to Rebar and keep trying to get in contact with him?
Yeah, I mean honestly, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a bad guy. He really wasn't that bad a guy back then. Like it was a fucking act. No one was really harmed in that video. And it can hurt him financially, right?
Absolutely.
Like, so yeah, leave him the fuck alone, man.
No, I got you, man.
And he's never gonna want to talk about it, right? Like, so yeah. No, it'd be a waste of your time.
So I guess my last real question here would be just, is there any final thoughts or any final statements that you have about the FUTV video? Anything at all that you wanted to get out that maybe I didn't ask, or?
Not really. No, I think that pretty much covers it.
Absolutely,
it was,
man.
It was an interesting period of my life. Like, there was no playbook for this back then, right? Like, I think, honestly, we were just a little too early because in the early days of YouTube, we would have had a way to monetize this. Like, we didn't realize what the porn industry found out, maybe knew then, but, just because you get millions and millions of clicks on your website and a lot of free downloads doesn't mean people are going to send you money in the mail for a video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we didn't think that everybody was going to buy that, but I think we had 10 million fucking page views at some point. We were in what's it called, the Alexa 500 or some shit like that. We cracked the top 500 websites for a little while because we had really, really good free content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we were wrong on the order of magnitude as far as how many clicks would translate to buys, right? We thought, it was something we calculated something wow, if even 1 out of 1,000 people that comes from our site buys one of these videos, we're gonna be rich. But it was more 1 out of 300,000. You know what I'm saying? It just was hard to get people to send you money in the mail for a video. It was just hard to monetize shit that way. Back then, unless you got so big and national like bum fights did, but again, that was a line that I would have never wanted to cross. You know what I'm saying? That video was fucking disgusting. We actually had an opportunity to they reached out to us and they were like, hey, do you want to partner with us and sell your video through us? And we're like, no, you guys are fucking horrible people. Eat a dick. I think we tried to get them to meet us just so we could fuck them up, but they were sketchy about showing up anywhere because they knew how, they knew that it was dangerous for them to really show their face in Vegas anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. With what you said about how many people bought it, from what I've heard and what the rumors are online and some of the sources, there was about 100 of them put out there.
Oh no, it was more than that.
Oh.
No, it was more than that. I think we sold about 5,000 copies, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great because I've only personally been able to confirm that 3 copies exist, at least picture-wise.
I know 10 people that have it. I lost my copies. I was actually going to UNO when Katrina hit, and lost the only box of them I had. But so I don't even have a copy. But I know people have. I know a bunch of people have copies of it.
I just want to say a big thanks, man. And if you didn't have a digital copy, I'd be more than willing to send it to you for your archive.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd love to have a copy of it. Okay.
Perfect. And then I know you said leave Derek alone, but if you end up talking to him and it comes up and he seems like he'd be willing to talk to me, man, don't be afraid to give him my number.
No, he's not gonna want to.
I assume, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't say that.
Yeah, I feel you, but it's just he's just moved on to bigger and better things.
Absolutely.
You did get that right. You know what I mean? But the part you got wrong was he just wasn't that bad a guy in the first place, right? I don't know. The stuff that he did, he doesn't love everything that even at the time he didn't love everything he was doing. Nobody really got the sense nobody really got the joke, right? Which was that, like, okay, like, even that stupid fucking crossing the border Mexican bit, like, we weren't making fun of Mexicans, we were making fun of fucking white people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I know that, like, it's you know, it didn't age well, but, like, we were making fun of the fact that, like, we could cross the border in masks, right?
Yeah.
And that whole stupid shit about, like, let's go fuck white bitches, that was just us making fun of, like, what white people think Mexicans do when they come to this country, right? I know that's a little heady, and, like, the video, it doesn't come across that way because it's not like we were trying to make some socially conscious ass video, but that was really the joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, you know, after talking to you, a lot of it seems more like, I mean, you guys, you understood why something would be offensive, so you were able to just do that, even if it was planned.
Right. I mean, we were fucking making fun of America in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Like, it's America is a violent and terrible place. Even if everything in that video was real, which, like, that's nothing compared to the shit that we just saw on the streets of Vegas walking around. You know what I mean? Like, we lived in an apartment, like, off Koval, right? Like, about 2 blocks from where Tupac got shot. We used to just walk around by 40s, walk around the neighborhood, and just watch terrible shit happen. You know what I mean? Like, and it was, like, fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I don't know. I mean, like, the only difference, we videotaped that shit. But, I mean, there were 200,000 scarier dudes running around the streets of Las Vegas when we lived there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in crack area San Francisco, right? Like, that video is fucking pretty cynic, you know?
Yeah. You know, especially compared to all the shit that's happening around, and no, I definitely see what you mean there. So that's you know, it's just weird to think I'm looking at the whole thing again. I mean, I was duped by you guys. I mean, you guys succeeded.
No, everyone was, and like, just the other thing is like, okay, so like compared to the other videos of like that genre at the time, like, nobody was as talented an editor as there, right? Like, this shit just has more production value than other videos of that type.
No, definitely.
And like, and we were just better at faking shit than other people. I mean, I don't know if other people were faking shit, but we were just good at faking shit, you know? Yeah, no worries, man. It's good to clear it up. I mean, like, the video really didn't, in a lot of ways, age very well. And, you know, I mean, like, it's good to clear up some of the shit that, you know, I don't know. I just hate for people to think like a lot of this real. It just fucking wasn't, you know. But yeah, again, like, if half of that shit was real, like, we would have gone to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, people would have complained. Like, there just wasn't any, you know, there were no criminal complaints because there was no criminal activity. It was all bullshit.
Yeah. The official story was the video was done being sold because the Las Vegas police got involved.
Yeah, total bullshit. We made that up.
So why exactly did you guys quit doing the FUTV stuff?
Just, it wasn't a financial success, right? Like, we had better ways to make money. I mean, like, we got fucking 9 to 5s, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't going to be a garage band forever, you know what I'm saying? Like, we tried, it didn't work, you know? Like,
yeah,
that's pretty much it, right? Like, I wasn't going to make 6 figures making FGTV shit, right? Like,
yeah.
and it's hard work, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's not like a regular 9 to 5. Like, that's like, I mean, you know, it's a lot of fucking hard work. And then when it doesn't really pan out financially, like, why the fuck would you keep doing it?
Yeah, no, you know, why the fuck do we spend all that time doing it? You know,
yeah.
So, man.
No, I mean, like, it was a good lesson. Like, it was not the worst way I could have spent my late 20s, but, you know, I wasn't going to keep doing shit that didn't work, right?
Yeah. So had it worked, you guys probably would have made another video and carried on. I mean, why wouldn't you? Man, that's awesome.
Sorry, you're cutting out real bad now. I think it's like, it might be the weather.
No, hey, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just let you go then, bro. But thank you so much for the phone call.
Yeah, all right, brother. It was good talking to you. I mean, I'm a fan. I think your video was mad cool. I'll probably watch your other shit, you know. If I was gonna give you some advice, like, I really think if you picked something people actually gave a fuck about, like, you're a pretty entertaining motherfucker. I'll tell you, like, my girlfriend, when you was clowning on, like, when you were like, and then John goes into some weird, incoherent monologue about some shit that didn't really make sense. I mean, she was laughing her ass off. She's like, yeah, it's you. You know?
Yeah, dude. I'm glad you guys you can find the humor in that too, bro. But I promise you this video will be out in due time. I won't just leave this hanging.
All right.
But dude, thanks again, and you know, drive safe and all that.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
All right, have a good night, brother.
Hey, you as well, bro.
Bye.
Peace.